now starting a crowdfunding campaign. I'll show you later. If we wouldn't be an enterprise today, there would be a lot of things that we wouldn't even understand. We started with 3, 4 people. We are now 8. We cannot get everywhere, but we can tell you the story of how our product is made. And be very honest with that. And tell you that today, there is child labor in our supply chain. There are children washing the ore of cobalt in those fields that you have seen in Congo. We can hide it, but we think that if we talk about it, we can get to a solution much faster. Once we open stuff, we can, as I said, understand it and find another engagement with our products and take action. Because if you can open it, you don't own it. That's, it's a manifesto from the makers movement. I'll show you just a little bit of an example of that really inspired us. This is the toaster project. What this guy did was actually made these questions, like, okay, how is my toaster made? I'm going to build a toaster myself. So I'm going to go to the mines, get the materials, and I'm going to make a toaster in my backyard. So the guy made a toaster, which could make 1 toast, because after it broke. But you can read the book, and you can learn about his own experience of re-engaging with a product like a toaster. We take it the other way around. We start from a mobile phone that already exists. We are doing some changes, I'll explain you later. But by being strategically naive, we call it, by making the right questions and by accepting the fact that we don't know everything, we have started engaging with a lot of organizations all along the supply chain of electronics. Because we think that there's so many issues that everybody is just looking into another way and not really taking action on those. We have to find shared responsibility. We have to put together all these suppliers, put together consumers, put together marketeers, put together everybody in order to bring systemic change. I'll show you a movie if it works. Let me see. Oh, just a second. Whoop. I'm getting there. Yes.
All this stuff.
Can you hear something?
You name it, we have it.
Okay. Have you seen this movie, somebody? No? Please say no, then. Can we get some sound from my computer? Where? Yeah, but it's not... I don't think you can hear this. Yeah? Okay. Yeah? A cable, here. Okay, here we go.
Stuff. More stuff. All this stuff. You name it, we have it. But what we don't have, a clue about what's inside this stuff. We don't know where it comes from, or who made it. We know almost nothing about our stuff. That's why we started with an alternative for the thing we can't live without. Our phone. We are the people of Fairphone.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello. Good day.
Hoi.
Guten Tag. Hello.
And this is what we're building. The Fairphone. As smart as other phones, but fair. Which makes it more than a phone. It's a beginning, a step in the right direction. We're making it happen. A smartphone that's made in a way that puts people and the environment first. We're already working hard on the first batch. We're almost there. And that's where you come in. To start making them, we need you to pre-order. Because why buying and owning this phone, you can make a difference. You become part of change. Buy a phone. Start a movement at fairphone.com.
Thank you. So this is a bit introductory movie. You can share it, but as we say, sharing is nice, but buying is better. Oh yeah. Now I cannot make the same joke, but we say share is nice, but buying is better. Of course, I'm not asking you to change your mobile phone, so if you have one, just keep it, because that's also what we're trying to do. But please, if you think this is interesting, share our story. I couldn't tell everything that we are doing, of course. There's a lot of information on our website. I especially recommend you to read the blog if you're interested. We try to put the information on the website as fast as we can, but sometimes we are not fast enough. And I'm happy to answer your questions. So if somebody has a question.
How many people should pre-order before you can actually make them?
I'll show you. So we are now at 48% of our goal, which is 5,000 phones. With 5,000 phones, we can pre-finance the start. So the hardware development has already started, but we can pre-finance the production if we get to these 5,000. So we can go further, actually. So that would be our goal within the next 19 days.
Yeah, and in a movie I saw, I think you mentioned it briefly, you will look at, of course, the materials where the product is made of, but you also made a replaceable battery, so the phone will be...
Well, that's, yeah, sorry. Yeah, we have 5 action areas you can see on our website, so it goes all the way from materials to the way our products are made, the way they are designed, the business models around them, and what happens when we use them and we discard them. So you have to see this phone, by the way, this is just a prototype. You have to see this phone just as a starting point. At this point, we are establishing our supply chain, and we are finding partners that can help us in each of the steps to make it better. To give you an example, we are now in the middle of social assessment with our production plant in China, with our partner in China. So there's a lot of things coming. We have to differentiate between our vision, so when we would like to have, if you can even talk about 100% fair mobile phone, if that even exists, with what we are doing now. You can see the very specific actions that we have taken today, like within our model, which is we are not developing a mobile phone from scratch. We have made decisions like that one, like we go for a replaceable battery because it's still an issue. It's still something that you want to change in order to get to keep your mobile phone longer. But we've also made the decision to go for double SIM card, for instance, because it doesn't only offer you more value here in the West or in Europe where we are selling today, but our mobile phones, when they are collected, when we all give back mobile phones to collection initiatives, the truth is that 60–70% of them are refurbished and sold again, normally to emerging economies. And these mobile phones, when they go to emerging economies, have much more value again if they are dual SIM for different reasons, because then they don't have network all over the country and they have to play around with two operators. So there's a whole thinking behind the decisions that we could take today for this product for September that are explained on the website, and yeah, happy to answer any questions.
Is there a question for Miguel? First one there and then one there.
Hi, great initiative. I was wondering, I didn't see a lot of sort of recycling of materials. Is that also something you're thinking of or using?
Yeah, today we are looking into using recycled plastic for our casing, but that's the only thing or the only place where we can get today. Another thing that we do is that for the batch of mobile phones that we are putting now into the market, we are getting 100,000 mobile phones back from Ghana. So we are putting, that's a very specific detail, but we are putting €3 for each mobile phone into a foundation called Closing the Loop. That what they actually do is that take out electronic waste from countries in Africa that don't have the resources to recycle them properly.
Oh, okay.
Ship them back to the Netherlands. It's not an optimal solution, but it's what they can do today. Ship them back to the Netherlands, get them recycled properly. Those phones are paid for, so the people in Ghana, in this case, are paid $1 for each of these non-working phones that they deliver. So that's what we follow a bit the philosophy of, okay, what we can really do today. We are putting stuff in the system, in this system where we all live. We have to take stuff out of the system immediately also. So that's how we did it this time. Or we are doing it now.
Hoeveel kost Fairphone?
325 euros, I think is, I can show you also. Oh, it's not connected. 325 euros. It doesn't include the charger, and it doesn't include headphones for very obvious reasons. We never like the headphones that come with our mobile phones because we want better headphones. And we all have a micro USB charger laying around, and otherwise we can buy it. So we offer it through our website, but it doesn't come default. And that already your footprint, your environmental footprint goes down so much. So, yeah.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Miguel. He came here in the last, at the last minute to, om voor iemand in te vallen, laat ik het zo zeggen. Dus heel erg dankjewel. And can you stick around for a few minutes, maybe? So maybe he will be around, around the big, buiten de grote zaal. Dan kunnen jullie nog wat vragen stellen. Ja, mijn Engels, dat is natuurlijk allemaal heel...
Of in
dankjewel.
Nederlands.
In het Nederlands mag ook, ja.